as a way to make your Seesaw lessons a lot more fun and hopefully easier. I know we use Google more than we do Seesaw, so doing it through Google will make it hopefully less stressful for you and easier for you to make assignments. So I'm in my drive currently, and I have a folder called Seesaw templates. I can definitely share this with you if you'd like to, but this is where I kind of keep all of my work I've done. So with Google Slides, that's what you're going to use to give students kind of a background to work off of. So here's a few examples. I kind of made some fact framing worksheets where I put a domino on there because I didn't know how to make a domino on Seesaw, but I can definitely find a picture of a domino on Google and insert it into here. Then I kind of added these text box and did something like that. Another example would be I'm using greater than or less than. So I typed these in and added some shapes, and this is what the kids will work on. So the main thing I want you to notice here is that when you use the Google Slides, students cannot edit what is on the Google slide itself. So if I have my in and out robots here, students cannot grab the robot, move the robot around. They can't erase the 3. They can't add something else here. This is set. So kind of the flip side of that is when you give this to students, they can't edit it to try and make something with it as well. So to start, you're going to take new and you'll go to Google Slides. Okay. When you go to Google Slides, what I usually do right away is I click and drag and get rid of this box to start. If it loads, there we can show you. And I delete that box to start to kind of give myself a blank canvas to work off of. There we go. So I'm going to make an activity where students are going to be just dragging some words, and hopefully it can show you a simple way to do it. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to make a couple, actually I'm going to make a table. Okay, and on one half of my table I want kids to sort nouns, and on one half I want the kids to sort verbs. So I'm going to type nouns on this side, verbs on this side. Remember, when you have this, students cannot edit this piece of their Seesaw lesson. So students are not going to be able to change the name here. They're not going to be able to do anything like that. Okay. The flip side of that, though, is that I cannot go down here and add some nouns like ball, and I can't also add a verb like jump and expect the kids to be able to pick that and drag that. This stuff is set once it's in Google Slides. Okay. So all I'm really going to do here is just make my template. I'm maybe going to make it a little bit thicker. I'm going to change the color, I guess. I'm going to pick a more, I don't know, a more fun font and make it red. Okay, this is where you can kind of make things more creative. And you're limited to what you can do in Google Slides for this. And Google Slides offers you a lot of options to do things where you can add shapes, add pictures, change the background, add text, all that good stuff. Okay. Now, once you've made your template, you can take as much work on this as you want to, or as little as you want to. That's all up to you, obviously. So you're going to take it, file. You can name it. I'm just going to name it nouns. I'm going to go file, download, and download as a PDF. Okay. So you're going to download it as a PDF. Click download, it'll pop up down here. I'm going to go over to Seesaw. Here's my new activity. And we're going to go to add a template for student responses. And this is where you're going to go to upload. You see that Google slide or that Google logo right there. You hit upload and you can just drag it in and it'll pop up. Okay. You can also hit upload and then search to find it, but this is a quick way to do it. So now I have my template that I made just right here. Now it's in Seesaw. And again, students can maybe move this picture. You have to unlock it, but they won't be able to draw on this or move this necessarily. If you want them to sort now, you need to type in some nouns and verbs. So I'm going to type ball again and jump again. Now this is editable for students to be able to drag and move around. Okay, so if you put it in Seesaw, they'll be able to move it and manipulate it and do what they want with it. But if you leave it on Google Slides, it's going to be stuck just like that. When you're doing this, something to think about is that this is the screen right here that your students will be working off of. So if you want them to sort, you probably shouldn't have your box be the whole page because there won't be space to put your items to sort in, if that makes sense. So you want to make it a little bit smaller and kind of make it so if you look here, I have some room on the bottom and on the edges to put more stuff to sort. Okay. There are a bunch of fun stuff you can do making robots. If you do multiple pages like this, when you insert it, it will show up as multiple pages on here, which is really nice that it did that for you. If you have any more questions about kind of the fun things you can do with that, just shoot me an email and I'll be able to help you out with that. I can definitely share this folder with you. I have a bunch of other, obviously first grade related content in here, but there's a lot of fun stuff you can do here. And this kind of allows you to insert stuff from different places and make it easier to work with than with it on Seesaw. Okay, so when you finish doing that, you're just going to hit the check mark, and then it's there for you. Okay, so again, we went File, Download, PDF, and then we just dragged that PDF into the template. Okay, we went right here, Add Template, Upload, and then we drug it in, or you can click on Select and find it and browse through your drive to find it too. Okay, so that's all for this lesson. Thanks for watching.